Okay. Go ahead and pause that music, man. Go stop that music. We are now live officially on your screen, in your face. This is Don't Cancel the Culture podcast. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another week. We're finna get into some good talk over here. Let's run around the table, let you know who we are, though.
Yo, this your boy TK Money. You can follow me at TK_Money. Also follow Don't Cancel the Culture. Make sure you subscribe to the Don't Cancel the Culture podcast. Boom.
Supposed to say do that.
Do that. Do that.
Hey y'all, it's me, Lisa Lee. Don't forget to follow me at attractive_smiley. And also you can follow my business page at C_more_creations, where we are bringing your vision to reality.
Do that.
It's your boy Mike, aka Controversial Mike. You can follow me on Instagram at MIC_LYFE. You can follow me on my business page at Michael Seymour Designs.
Do that. And my name is Stacy. You can follow me on every single thing with I'm Stacy as my handle, especially on YouTube where I'm dropping videos almost every single day at I'm Stacy. So we at the third month of the year. How does year been going for you guys so far? Is it everything you expected it to be? Did you think we'll still be out here wearing masks at this point in time?
Yeah.
We are officially a year out of the
so.
pandemic. We're a year.
We're not out of it.
Yes, not out of it. We're a year from the
Into it.
beginning.
Yeah.
A year into the pandemic. Did you guys think we'll be here today?
Yeah.
You thought we'd be here today when we first heard it last year, when things going crazy? Like, okay. You thought you would still be here for a whole year?
Yeah.
Around November, I think that's when everybody hit reality. Like, yeah, this is it.
So March, all y'all thought we was gonna be here for
Not
a whole
March.
year.
Not March. I say December.
I say November.
All right, man. Around this time, March, I don't think like okay by May we'll be back normal, or by June. I was thinking around that
It's
time.
gonna last a
Oh,
little
you're
longer.
meaning
No.
from March of last
March
year.
of last year.
If we were to go back to March, did we think we would be here?
yes,
No.
we a whole year
No,
still
I didn't.
in it.
I just thought it was gonna be some type of,
Yeah, the movies told us.
No, I thought it was gonna be some vaccination or something.
So you happy? So when around this time when it hit, because your birthday is in June. Around this time when this thing hit, you weren't still thinking, okay, I still could do this for my birthday.
I was.
Okay then, so you felt like this should be over.
No, I knew it wasn't going to be, but I thought things were going to be a little bit open.
Exactly.
Yo, Miami
Everybody.
is wide ass. Open.
But
Yeah,
expected
y'all
to be
been
like
seeing what's been going down in Miami.
We are living in fuck it. Oh well, that's the time we living in F it. Oh well, because these people do
don't
not
care.
care what's gonna happen. They like, man, if it happens, it happens. If I die, I die.
They are really getting lit in South Beach right now.
Tell me about it, man. But what do you expect? But I feel like that was the cause of the spread last year
yeah.
to a whole new level, because this was like I remember seeing we in a pandemic, but then we're right in the middle of a like spring break down here. Oh God. Next thing you know, all these kids sick.
No, that's
Probably
all.
Big Sean.
Big
Yeah.
Sean, that's what you just sound like.
But yeah, this is crazy though. But I don't know. I know we got a big got a lot of stuff to talk about, so we can go ahead and run through the topics.
So, last week we kind of went on a long rant about, I can't remember exactly what it was, but we were supposed to be continuing this conversation. So last week, Oprah did an interview with Meghan and Prince Harry, and it actually took like a very controversial turn on social media.
It did.
Yeah.
What's the difference between now and then?
What you mean?
What's the difference between now and then? I thought it was already controversial. What more controversial happened?
No. We're saying from that time because we didn't discuss it last week.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I'm like,
Like everybody was like,
I'm like they
what?
did some more racist shit. Oh, I didn't know.
No.
I'm okay.
So did y'all see it? Did y'all? What's different from this
yeah.
week versus last week?
The cord is like really short. I just came on my leg.
Oh no, we're good. We good.
Mhm.
Oh, all right. So we back rolling. A little technical difficulty, but what somebody was about to say about something with the racist people.
About them racist ass crackers.
I mean, like,
What happened?
what you finna say?
You brought it up. What you mean? What happened?
I was saying, did y'all see what happened?
The
I
whole
didn't
world seen it.
I didn't
No, well,
watch.
how y'all feel about it? Like,
Shock.
You was shocked?
Yeah, because I wouldn't expect it from them.
Oh, shut your ass up. You was not shocked. Nobody was shocked at
Nah,
that.
for real. Not like from them though. And then I heard somebody on, I don't know who said who, but I heard he went to see his father, and it just was like it was nothing, like he tried to go talk to him, but it wasn't like nothing done. It was just like a blank conversation
What else did they say? Like other than the thing with the baby?
about the baby. Oh, I
That's
didn't.
that.
I didn't
That's the
hear.
only news that I heard.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't.
heard that they weren't welcoming, like they weren't, not to say accepting, but they did not show her the ropes. Meaning she's not royalty, so it's certain things that people of that status that they have to do, or how they have to act in certain things. And she was saying like basically they didn't show her anything. They weren't like helpful in any way. She even was saying how she had to learn like their national anthem and everything by herself. Nobody kind of guided her or like, I guess, welcomed her with open arms to say, hey, I got your back if you need anything,
What did she expect?
Mhm.
It's a monarchy. Their whole bloodline did not have no race, no minority, no black in it. What you expect? What did she expect them to be?
This some real
To
shit you
be
saying.
oh wow, no.
But just because
No.
they ain't experienced or was around, not say around,
No,
but
the
you
whole
you ain't gotta be like you could be racist, but damn, it looked like they
you could be racist.
no, I'm saying that came out around. You know how some people say,
Yes, please correct yourself.
you know how people be like, oh, I don't like this person, I don't like that person, but far as like on a racist standpoint, people, I guess the whole why it blew up, because number one is who they are and the positions that they hold.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was a regular person, then it wouldn't blow up like that. But people was like, damn, it's the prince, and he don't get it. He don't talk to his father. And then I hear a lot of people was like, oh, why she got to go on national television and air out dirty laundry about stuff like that. But it is what it is. I think a lot of stuff that comes out, that happens in the dark comes out in the light. And I felt like it was the time for it to come out.
That was not in the dark. Everybody knew what it is.
I don't think so,
Everybody
bruh.
know how it is over there.
What you mean, like, oh, what you mean over there?
Yes, everybody knew. It's not. It's hard to. That whole thing
Man,
is.
old white people being racist. Wow.
Yes,
That's how I look at it.
Yes.
I mean, I don't get how this
Oh,
sucks.
yes.
I guess I don't
It
know.
wasn't no.
I don't know.
When
I just-
the whole time I was hearing it, it wasn't no shock. Oh my God, I can't be. No, I was like, oh wow, really? Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay.
This is why I think it was so devastating to everybody who took it in that matter. It's to say that this is your blood as well, and you still, because they have half percentage of someone else, that you rather say fuck half of my blood and go on with the other side. You don't give a damn.
I'm thinking like, as I'm thinking more about this shit, because I really don't care at all about this
Right,
whole
me
situation. I don't know
either.
why people care as much. But as I'm thinking, I'm like, damn,
You damn royalty.
this is that they're like the royalty. And you can't be voted into that over there. So like, they're really
Right.
protective of their bloodline.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
bitch turning black.
Yes, yes.
Because what if this person down the line triggers, like, let's say everybody, however it goes, whatever.
And they just stuck because you can't go back with it.
Right.
What if that person decides to marry into another black? Now they got two blacks.
That's
And
the-
now it's full. Now what they gonna do?
100 years from now, they just mulattoes.
So So I
Well,
think
like I was saying, it was to be
Oh, they
expected.
trying to preserve
It's
the
to
line.
be
They on that Hitler
expected.
stuff over there.
yeah.
Oh, this
Democracy
is just
shit.
crazy, man.
Sitting there shocked that to be expected.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just so surprised at the stuff people find. Like I don't know. I guess it's a big deal, but I don't know the stuff that
It's a
the
big deal because everybody like, oh my God, the Queen really did that.
No,
She
I think it's
posted-"
this day and age too.
You
People
supposed to be
don't think that this still happens. Like it's some people that are living under a rock and they don't think that people are still experiencing racism.
I feel sorry for
Well,
them.
Boo Boo the fools, you think?
I feel sorry for
think
them.
Think like that.
If they could ignore all they want to.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
don't
it's
matter.
there.
It's like somebody is raining outside. You want to go outside with no damn shit to cover your head.
Yeah, then,
Still gonna
then
get
you go
wet.
on the news. I got wet, and everybody like we looked at the window and saw it was wet. It was raining. I mean,
For instance, if you guys didn't watch The Bachelor,
Don't watch that.
and The Bachelor was like one of the another topic that was controversial.
I seen something brief about it, but go ahead, get into it.
So I kind of made Michael watch it with me. So basically, the person who I can't remember his name right now, but the person who the Bachelor chose, he's one of the first black bachelors, and he decided to choose he had between a black female and a white female, and of course he chose the white female. And
The
comes
man
to
with the
find-
lace beard.
and of course, to find out, the lady who he decided to choose was racist.
How you know she racist?
Because come to find out, she had went to a party with her friends, and the party theme was I can't remember the exact terminology or name that they used, but basically the name meant before slaves, like party. It was a party before the slaves,
it was a Latin
like
word
freed
before the
slaves.
war. Before the war.
Right, before the war, meaning the War of the South.
Before Civil War. She's freeing the slaves.
I'm lost.
To free the slaves.
So they went to the highlight of their lives.
Basically, they went to the plantation.
Yeah,
When
and
the
they had a
plantation
party.
houses.
They went to a plantation. They had a party like before the war. This is
Okay.
how it was, whatever. And they were posing, taking pictures, whatever. And supposedly, she was also like liking a whole bunch of like racist comments and tweets and stuff. Like she agreed with it. So the Bachelor decides that he doesn't want to be with her anymore, and yeah, it was like very controversial because the girl, she was on TV and all the guy was doing was this.
The whole video.
They asked him, do you have anything to say there? So
Yeah, I should have did a skit about that.
yeah, you actually should watch it. The what is it called? The show,
Bachelor?
the recap show or whatever. Not the recap show. They have like a after the show, that thing. Yeah. So that's what happened, and that's another situation where I feel like she felt in her. What you call her, Michael? She's a regular.
Regular
White.
whitey.
Yeah, she was regular.
Regular
Like,
regular
they don't
whitey.
They don't feel like it's anything wrong.
That's why I don't
That's
like
their
slave
his-
movies. That's why I don't like slave movies, because I feel like that's white people want to go to watch that to see the highlight of their lives. This was the good old days.
Yeah.
This is when we ran shit.
Yeah.
Real for real.
But she didn't feel. She was like, "Oh, I understood." Like she was trying to take blame for it, but in my opinion, I just felt like she's just one of the typical Karens, and she's just saying that right now. Maybe her publicist told her to say it, but I don't think she felt like it was something wrong with what happened, or her attending this party, or her feeling how she felt. But she said that, oh, it was wrong, and if I had the knowledge, I would not have gone, and
Yeah.
What? That's
Yeah.
her excuse?
Yeah. That's all.
and,
That's always
and
the
we
excuse.
need to put this in history books. Like they need to put more like of slavery being bad in history books.
And he chose like what are they vetting process to choose these women?
I don't have no clue.
Yeah, she cute, you get on the show.
Yeah.
If you a bachelor, like, I'm talking about him. He chose her over other women himself. Like, what is his vetting process? He like a duck in that little thing I seen anyway.
Pretty much.
Like a duck.
Because
to me.
he's half white and half black. He's not fully black.
Doesn't excuse that. I don't know.
But
It's his preferences. He saw something in her that
he
he liked.
felt like, and then later on, after they got together, that's when all the sneaky, the details came out about her being a racist. Actually, on what his name is, John, what's his name, Kimmel?
John Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
He did a skit on it too. He's like,
Yeah, he took all the highlights of it.
he did a skit on it too. But anyway, moving forward, so Jack Boy was arrested on gun charges during a traffic stop. If last week you guys didn't remember, we were just talking about
Yeah, well,
Kodak and Jack Boy not being,
I think
I
are
watch
cool.
what you say because I say he got arrested on gun charges, but he didn't. Now he is. Watch what you say.
I don't think I did. Is that 100% true?
Yes, TMZ even had it.
yeah.
So how he got out so fast?
I think he is out.
Yeah,
He did an interview.
On.
on gun charges.
Yeah,
And he
did
just got out of jail not too long ago.
I guess so. It probably a little.
Are you
minute.
allegedly saying he snitched?
What did he go for anyway?
I think robberies.
Some-
Well,
yeah.
recently, or the while
Last
ago.
time?
I think robberies and
And he was robbery, right? When he took the car and was all over the city.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
just
he-
want to know. I just want to let y'all know that Jack Boy did his time on that high speed chase. If you didn't know, I cover all high speed
I
chases.
ain't never seen that. He did a high speed chase.
Yeah.
What? Boy, you have to. By far, this is one of the best high speed chases I've ever seen in Miami Gardens history.
No,
South
he
Florida
started
history.
He started from Pompano and went all the way down to Param, came all the way back to Miami Gardens. And they
They
caught
were
him
all
right
the
there
way-
on 441 and 199th. He was riding on no tires. No, that boy was doing
A
it.
Tahoe. They should have given him a contract because
It's on YouTube.
Yes.
It's a full video.
I gotta watch this.
This by far was one of the best high speed. Not to say that I do like high speed chase. Not to say that I like the people that are involved in it, but I do like
Criminal.
the the excitement of it. And by far, I actually seen him in person.
I would say he was involved in a high speed chase.
No, I actually seen him in person drive past me, and everybody ran outside like, oh, you know. So, yeah, by far that was one of the
She participated.
yeah. Yeah, while the helicopter, while Channel 7. If you guys didn't know, Channel 7 is our TMZ. That's where we get all of our juicy information. Anyways, yeah, Chance, I can't believe you didn't see this high-speed chase. This is like one of the best high-speed chases of South Florida at the
I had
time.
no idea that thing existed.
Yes. Wow.
God damn.
In the
Well,
Tahoe.
Damn.
You might just need to type in high-speed chase Tahoe and it'll pull up.
I put Jack Boy high speed chase.
Type in Tahoe high-speed chase. It's going to pop up on YouTube.
Nah. All right, let's keep moving though.
All right, so Kanye West is being extra petty, guys, during this divorce. Allegedly, he changed all of his phone numbers and told Kim, "You can contact me through my security."
I heard that.
What's wrong with that?
They have kids together.
I don't care.
Why would you want your
Listen, man. Everybody like to get in other people's business, man. If the man you don't know how they broke up. You don't know what type of terms and what type of contracts these people done signed and stuff. So if he say, "Don't call me, call this person," it is what it is. You got to respect that everybody put certain people to do certain things. That's what he did. They ain't. He's basically he said he don't want to talk to her. Period.
He just using them as a buffer.
Yeah, he don't want to. I don't know what. It looked like they ended up on some bad terms, and I think he said that she can have all full custody of all the kids as well too.
Yeah. I mean, in that situation, it was bound to fail. Like it was bound to fail. Just really, because like if you want to just take everything and not look a gift horse in its mouth, Kanye was trying to take a new journey, go spiritual and everything like that. There's no way someone that's taking that route could be satisfied with the woman that he chose to be with. I'm pretty sure that stuff was eating him up alive. So he probably wanted to separate himself as much as possible, and she was not. It don't seem like she was supporting him.
Not at all. I think she just was. Well, she got her money, but she just was like, whatever. It is what it is.
His marriage was a direct contradiction.
Yeah, it was.
What is it? We popped it.
What? Are you languages you speaking?
Creole.
Mm-hmm.
And like and even when it comes down to like look into it. It's all correlates to why he stopped messing with Trump, or why he started messing with Trump, and then when he stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his wife versus Trump wife. Same situation, and he thought he could be one of the richest men in the world. I think he probably could make more money than Trump by now.
Let's stop there because we're not done.
Oh no, yeah, but this is him still looking at Trump and then thinking he could run for president. So he was like, okay, my wife was a hoe.
Cardi B actually flashed that into this lady Candace Owens. I don't know if you guys know her.
Candace toe ass up.
Cause about this WAP video. But go ahead.
He thought all these things like, man, yeah, I could probably like be on Trump level with all these things going on in my life. I could be president too. But as he got his life together and then started looking around and trying to get close to spirituality, and as he started getting close to spirituality, things started going better for him financially and all that stuff like that. So he like, man, one thing I need to get away is further from this devil right here in my house. That she got big by selling her soul, which is, people don't understand what selling your soul really means. That means doing things that's out of your standards or below your moral compass to get gain. That is selling your soul
to satisfy. I think I like J. Cole so much because he realized that this is what the industry wanted from him. Like, if you ever heard, it's a song called "I Let Nas Down." He basically explained how he really felt with the industry and how they kind of forced him to doing certain things. And after he left the record, No Hard Feelings, he actually was like, he could do whatever he wanted to do. And I don't think J. Cole is as the status as he should be currently, mainly because of what he did as far as leaving the label and not pursuing what they wanted that image of him to be.
But he is a status where he should be.
Yeah, he got his own label.
I think that he could have been bigger.
But he is bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, he's exactly where he needs to be.
Yeah, he don't need nobody.
For his fans.
For himself.
This is why I feel like that. I feel like J. Cole should be on the status as when we hear DaBaby, when we hear Little Baby. I feel like
He bigger than him.
I don't think so.
What you mean? The baby just
They can't do work. They can't do tours.
Yeah.
Stadium tours.
I don't know.
They can't.
I think they can.
the baby.
Lil Baby just got out of clubs. Lil Baby hasn't even seen himself be able to tour outside of clubs yet.
I think that he's
Full arenas? No.
He can't pack out a arena. He ain't on that level yet. That shit take time, man. The thing is, what I like about J. Cole, number one, he humble. Number two, he stick to his plan, and he got his team, and he do what he got to do. He ain't on all his fame junk. He a regular guy. You don't ever see him. If you see him, he ain't with all his jewelry, all his designer junk. He a cool dude. The baby got about 30 chains on, and his rap flow the same. He ain't speaking nothing, no real junk. You know what I'm saying?
And J. Cole got the bag with a low budget. Very low budget. These niggas, they got to do.
Nigga, you sound like Jay over there. These niggas over. You sound just now.
Man. Like Chance the Rapper and some of these cats, man. You don't be seeing them with all this 3, 4, 5 Cuban Link double watches on, and they look dumb, dog.
Keeping all their profit, keeping everything, cause like if you gotta. Some of these people, they sell the persona. They gotta sell the persona. I remember, I can't remember which rapper it was. Say he hate wearing chains, but he gotta wear it for that's the costume. That's the costume you gotta put on as to match the music. They look like the music.
That's like JT. Somebody asked her on Twitter. They were like, what's the most expensive thing that you brought? She was like, I haven't brought anything. All this shit is paid for. The label paid for all this stuff.
She paid for it. She just don't know that.
Exactly.
And I just about to get.
That's your money.
But did y'all see that T-Pain? I don't know if it's old, but I know I showed Lisa about it. T-Pain basically was explaining about like how the artists get paid. So he was like, y'all niggas think that an artist gonna give you 2, 3, whatever, a bunch of $1 million and you don't pay them back?
Yeah.
No, nigga, you're gonna have to pay all that back. So all that jewelry that you see them be wearing and all this stuff, nigga, you is on paper. You is on contract.
Yeah, like I feel like a record deal is a business loan.
That's it. You got to pay it back.
That's why they call it an advance. They give you money to go and make your project. Now, your project better make that money back.
And that's exactly from word for word that Stacey just said what T-Pain just said. He said the exact thing. If your project flop, nigga, that don't have nothing to do with us.
We still want our fun.
You damn right.
Like
you better
come
get this money. We need this money.
We still want our money.
It's just like a car. You get that car, they don't want to hear that. Oh, please give me another month. Oh, we'll give you 10 days. You don't have it. Then I'm sorry.
That's why a lot of rappers back in the days, they used to have a term called shelved, meaning if they give you an album, they give you money to make an album. They give you an advance. They pay you money in advance to go make a project. But if they don't feel like it's hot enough, they're like, we ain't putting that out. Because they not even to put more money into you, and now you stuck on a label because now your project they about to come out with is now shelved. So now you stuck on a label, you owe them money, and you got to buy yourself out of contract, but they ain't putting no more money into you. They feel like you too cold.
Damn.
So you just stuck on a label.
That's just like what's that movie we went to go see that hip hop movie?
You talking about NWA?
Yeah, you seen what happened with them? They were making so much money, but they were broke in reality. They were making so much money. They were selling out.
But in that situation, the manager was still in the money.
Yeah, it was different. That was a different situation. But the one thing about it is, like, artists got to understand where they are when they come to a record label in the position that they're in. It's just another job for some people. You just work for a different company. You're the face of a project or a face of a conglomerate. Because even still,
you got to answer to the high ups.
You may not have to answer to the higher up. Well, you do, but at the same time, like, say for instance, if you are, I'm trying to think of somebody's name. Somebody random. Summer Walker. No, not Jay-Z. Summer Walker. Summer Walker is the face of a bunch of people working behind the scenes. So as a Summer Walker project makes probably $20 million, that shit has to be able to go and be spread out to a whole company that made that project possible, that did every single thing from her making the record to the shit she wear while she performing it. Every single person has to get a piece of that. It has to be broken individually, and it has to be put back into the company so the company could continue growing to be able to find more artists and fund them too. So that's what artists got to understand, how the record label works. It's not necessarily, sometimes the A&R or the executives, they don't get super filthy rich off of you. It'd be the owners that gets really rich. They may get bonuses and bonus checks when you get your bonus. Oh, we doing good this quarter. Here go your bonus. They get good off of that, but that money got to be spread through a lot of people and a lot of moving parts that make these records pop.
So let me ask you a question. In your opinion, this is off topic, but you think as an artist, if you're popping, you should go to a bigger name record label than to go to a smaller, because the chances of you getting more money is better?
I'll start my own shit.
You should, if you an artist and you popping and you got the biggest you can possibly get in your own, then you go to a record label because you've maximized your potential and you have leverage, and then you go to a record label to do a partnership because you have leverage when you go in there. So you're probably gonna own most of everything, and all you're working on then is possibly doing distribution.
Distribution, yeah, that's it.
So you don't need them for a full blown marketing just to make you hot.
So you don't think as let's say an upcoming artist, you don't think that they should go and sign with any record? do it on their own.
Not necessarily. I feel
What
like they
you mean?
should.
You're
I
making
feel like
the most
they
money.
need to, because if you a boring nigga, you better go.
Mm-hmm.
Juice WRLD was boring.
Mm-hmm.
Juice WRLD was boring. He wasn't boring, but someone had to come and look at him and say, "All right, I know what to do with him. Let me do it." Which, luckily for him, it was a rapper.
Baby.
Lil Bibby seen Juice WRLD like, this little kid don't care about nothing. He don't care how he look or whatever like that, but he's super fucking talented. And he pushing this song, man. Fuck that song. This the song. Everybody keeps telling him about other songs. All girls are the same. Like, nah. Lucid Dreams. That's the song. So sometimes you need people to come and see you like that. If Juice WRLD just been on his own, he'd probably been in just another SoundCloud rapper that had like a little buzz and it sounds like Running the Mill. When I first heard it, I'm like, oh, it's a good song, but whatever. But when it kept pushing, that's the record label. When people start putting money into it, because like when you hear the story, Juice WRLD, they didn't say the number, but his first deal before he even put out music, he got a big bag, because he went to someone that had a rapport in the industry. People knew his they just fucked with Lil Bibby. He had a rapport, so he was able to go and get a bag for Juice WRLD with someone who wasn't relatively that known, probably had 100,000 streams or something like that. And it's easy to get 100,000 streams on SoundCloud or whatever. If you decent in a little area, a little decent area, small, you can get 100,000 streams on a song if you get a pop, or just the algorithm or some shit could help you get to that point. But and it's like a bunch of people, but him getting that look took his shit to the top of his ability.
That's how I feel about Logic.
Logic.
That nigga was deep.
And he's so talented.
Yeah.
Like,
But
I guess he got tired.
I don't think he has.
Charisma.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't. But the thing about it is, if you with the right record
But
label,
he has potential.
if you get the right record label, they could sit there and they put A&Rs around you. A&Rs are people artist development. They put people around you to like, okay, let's make your image, and we're gonna figure out who to sell you to, because they do all the analytics. They know how to read analytics. They have people that specifically know to how to read your analytics and say, okay, we're gonna keep pushing and putting ads out here to this amount of people,
yeah.
and that's what we're gonna work at in this area. So those be the people that will probably need record labels to go to the whole new level. But then you got some people that's just hustlers. That's hustlers. Like, say for instance, DaBaby didn't need a record label. He did need a record label, but he finessed himself to the. I think another thing. This shit like hitting the lottery too at the same damn time. Luckily for him, niggas tried to rob him a couple times. Luckily for him, niggas pressed him at a video shoot. Luckily, like it just things kept happening. Perfect timing. Perfect timing for him, and he took advantage of it. And then now he just killing it. And he just using the same formula. Fuck it, I'm gonna use the same formula. Fuck it. Why? I mean, because at the end of the day, we could sit back here and debate about these different artists and different things that we want them to do to expand when it comes to reaching the height of their abilities or whatever what it means to be the best rapper. But at the end of the day, these people just doing their damn jobs and getting into the bag. I want DaBaby to do different flows. I want him to go deep as a rapper. But at the same time, the man a businessman. He's trying to just feed his family, make as much money as possible. You know, it's
hard to step out of your comfort zone that's making you money.
Yeah.
To go to something different, because you don't know if it's gonna sell, and a lot of people scared because they call them like a has been, or they fall off, or Yeah. So if I'm popping right now and this is what's making me pop, I'm gonna make as much money as I can.
And then the game is given.
Exactly, and then I'll change my flow up, like how what's your boy them your boy them
I don't know who is that.
What's his name? He goes with Cardi B's
Offset
off the group Migos. Just like how now they're trying to like change their flow up.
I mean,
I don't think so.
I haven't heard that much for them. I feel like they made men though. I feel like they good. I feel like they're legends already. They ain't got to put out nothing else to me, in my opinion.
But I think now that they have experienced, they have gone through that they have lived out their not their era, but they have lived that flow of music. Now they could change it up. We see that shit happen all the time. Look at how Lil Wayne, he he was making hood. Then all of a sudden he started going to like rock music type music.
That album was good. I liked it.
You understand what I mean? Like it is certain people that after they have lived to their potential in a way, not to say their full potential, but they have reached that level, and then they say, "Hey, let's change the flow up because we have made that level of money."
Mm-hmm. You can do what you want to. One thing about people. One thing people gotta understand, like in this game, like you make the most of it while you can, but that's not the end of your life. And once you made that money, got all that money, man, if you do the right things, then you could live in abundance forever. If you did the right things, I'm pretty sure niggas like Trinidad James is good. Why? Because that nigga was already doing business shit before he even got into the game. That's why he was already on point. So he probably got his cash from that shit. He always seemed like a nigga that was real cerebral, smart.
Yep.
He took that shit and he been good from that point. Niggas,
He has a YouTube too, no?
I don't know if he has his own YouTube. He did have a YouTube that was going on at first. I mean, I'm pretty sure his video was on his YouTube. I don't know, but I know he's done things with Complex. I know he's done things with other like publications on YouTube and being like a personality. But yeah, I mean, I feel like people should understand you get what you give. It's a short career. Most you get is probably like you get 4 years out of the game. That's a blessing. People who last longer than that, you doing real good. So that's almost anything. You make, man. Some people don't better can make $1 million in like a lifetime.
Me
for a short amount of time, you make millions. You figure out what to do with that thing, change your life forever.
Imagine there's people out here making $1 million in a month, and you barely hitting $1 million, and you 40.
The middle class folks,
45, ain't hit $1 million. All your taxes still has not added to this $1 million.
Yeah, man.
It's 40 years of your life, and one person make it in 1 year. Food for thought. Anyway, so Netflix is starting to crack down on password sharing outside of your household. So I'm suggesting that guys, go get your own Netflix account at this point.
Please do.
Because but I'm trying to understand, like, how do they know it's outside of your?
They're gonna give you that too.
So they're gonna start violating people.
No, you agree to it.
IP.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean violate? You agree to it when you get a nice little update to your agreement.
But wait,
and you scroll all the way down here, accept.
No,
you don't even read it.
This is why my IP is not the same when I'm at work, but we're in the same household.
They can still tell your phone.
They would know.
They
would track the location and be like, oh, she logged in this amount of time.
You can look at that yourself.
So they're gonna start looking at locations of people.
No,
you can do that yourself.
That's how I knew when somebody hacked mine and they live all the way in Germany. How the hell?
It's necessary.
No, but what if I like spend the majority of my time at my boyfriend's house or something?
Well, you better go get Netflix.
I don't know if your crackers not gonna want that.
I mean, they probably would turn it. I don't know what they're gonna do.
That's what I'm trying to say. How are they gonna say like this is not somebody that's in your household? And you understand? What if I'm somebody who's a business oriented person where I travel, but I'm still at this location?
They done thought of something.
They might be looking at your address that's on your driver's license.
I'd say they had some type of password or something they were saying, but I don't know. I don't have Netflix, so I don't know.
It's that IP address.
It gotta be linked to something.
Got it. Yeah.
Allegedly, it's the IP address. But we don't know.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. What else you got?
Anyways, we'll see. So I have a question for you guys.
What's up?
So this is the question. Name a song that always gets a party going that either hasn't gone out of style or won't go out of style.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh,
Hey.
give me my try.
Oh, he's playing that. Oh, silly.
Okay.
That's something right there.
What about you?
I'm still thinking. Because I got two. I got Chief Keef. What's the name?
What?
Damn it.
What happened to him, bro?
I forgot it.
I think-
He living life, having fun in LA.
I think for me, it's Meek Mill's song.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Dreams and
These are
Nightmares.
nightmares. Yeah.
What's the song that everybody be going like this in the club?
Swag,
Swag
sir.
The whole club be like,
or the Jamaican
even
version,
know you, but
or the soca
go
version.
ahead.
They try to put Palans out of business.
What? Why?
Left,
They try to cancel it or something?
right.
They were trying to say like, don't dance to that song. It's out of style. And you remember when that was a whole thing that they was doing like in the island industry.
at
Yeah.
one point, yeah, but that song is.
They're trying to put Palance out of business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
I
Just-
don't know.
They got new rhythms every year.
I
Yeah.
guess.
But when that family song, that family song came out, then that's what they say is the new Palance. But anyway,
What you think, Michael? Chad said, back that ass up.
Juvenile.
Get the job done. I definitely
Boy.
get the job done.
Well, I went and did a shoot and that came on. I said, oh, here we go. Here we go. Everybody ran to the dance floor.
Like, what song gets people running to the? If you have a dead party, what other songs do y'all think gets people running to the dance floor?
The electric slide.
That's for the whole
She
show.
got-
Every like in a club.
Wobble with it. Or go in the club.
In the club.
What's the song they play at the reunions?
What song?
At the club, you want
No,
to that?
they will play that. Everybody in the club will start dancing at the cookouts.
What,
It's
Can't
that-
leave
Frankie
me
Beverly and
again.
Maze.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
They play that.
oh yes.
People was
That's my
Bust
shit.
down.
That's one of the
I
best
like
songs
that
ever.
song. Nothing
Um,
else.
You made me happy.
Mm,
Dun, dun, dun.
Shit. Then everybody just leaned so there.
hold on now, you messing it up. You messing it up now.
What about what y'all think about what's this? It goes like this. Everybody hands go up
Oh,
and
every,
they stay there.
I don't
Y'all
think
think
so.
that
I don't
song?
think
Oh,
That's
the
it,
song was on Finito. Chief
Finito.
Keef.
Oh yeah, Finito do go crazy. March Madness.
Oh,
yeah.
March Madness. He forgot about that one. I think that's something that definitely
Oh,
gets the
Sosa
party.
Chamberlain. That's another one. It's they said Mo Bama. That one too.
Oh.
Cause they did Mo
You still do
Bama
crazy?
versus Finito.
Finito. Finito.
They showed at it was a whole big college party and they put on Mo Bama. Yeah, they put on Chief Keef and niggas went wild.
Dang.
What is it called? 36 degrees?
Boom, boom, boom.
Like that. Anyway. Oh, maybe that one. You already know.
Oh, can't fuck with the South. Can't fuck with the South. Definitely one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want a motherfucker to die?
Come see who me T-W-D nigga.
That's right.
Trick
That's
that
what
ass.
I mean, nigga. I said, motherfucking minute. This fully, motherfucking spinning. Fuck whoever house in it.
Hold on. Wait one motherfucking minute.
Y'all hoes all know the game goes. In my head, what state? About money and all them baby. That's the one shit right there. You went to Tallahassee, you had to know that song by heart. You had to know that song by heart.
What
right
about
there.
Nuck If You Buck?
Oh, Nuck If You Buck.
Yeah, we
that's
gonna
definitely
fight.
a one. You
Yep.
got to.
Get you
That's-
nice hype and ready to fight.
They say when DJ wanted to go home early, they played that song.
Start a fight, right?
Start that fight on up.
What about Laffy Taffy?
Girl, check that out.
I don't think it hit
Nah,
that
not
same
really.
no more. It don't hit the
No.
same no more.
Anyway, so yeah, that was the topic that they were having on the Trick Daddy and Trina Morning Show.
Oh yeah, he just want to hear his name.
Yeah, yeah. So, Cam Newton, sports news.
Hey,
Sports news. So, Cam Newton is returning to the New England Patriots
Big bad,
on a
big
one-year
bad.
deal with a $14 million contract.
They signed him for that. No, what you see?
1 year
Oh,
deal
no, it's
for
in the police
$14
journal.
million.
That's all
Wow.
I'm looking. But
That's Michael's team.
yes, it is. Maybe, hopefully he do something good. He did something good last year. Keep it up.
Hopefully. You don't throw all them damn interceptions and shit. And them balls to the ground. Just like Dak
Hopefully,
Prescott,
man.
they signed his big head ass too.
that boy got that bad.
Opie.
Them boys be getting the bad this offseason, man. A lot of people getting the bad, man. Shouts out all of them. Watch out for these scandalous women that just got the notifications on just to see if you're getting that bag. Watch out for them women's.
Women's.
These men.
So, in other sports news, Drew Brees has announced his retirement from the NFL.
About time.
And you know what that means.
What does that mean?
Jameis Winston. Some more funny ass Jameis Winston.
That's hopefully. Hopefully.
You gotta beat that boy out for that job though, man.
I like Jameis though.
Jameis is he had
I like him
potential,
since
but I know
college.
we in the hood. I hear helicopters and shit, but
Right.
I hear you hear it?
Yeah, it is. The police just drove by. I told you.
Oh, I don't pay attention.
But to me, Jameis was balling. He balled out his when he was at Florida State.
Yeah.
But then when he went pro, it is just like he just went. He had a okay season, couple seasons, but he just like fell off a little bit.
He just got a tough time with taking care of the ball. Like even during his
Yeah.
great seasons, he just still have a problem with taking care of the damn ball, man.
Damn.
Say it. In other news, LeBron James has partnered with Fenway Group, making him part owner of the Boston Red Sox. Shout out to LeBron.
Big things.
Yeah,
That's
shout
dope.
out.
Money,
That's
big
dope,
bruh.
man. That's amazing. It's crazy. You gotta go to another sport to go ahead and
Get them mad.
You feel
You
me?
get the bag.
But he definitely gonna become an owner in the NBA though.
Yeah, most definitely.
If they let him in.
Hopefully.
You think they will?
Yeah, he the face. They might want you.
Yeah,
That's one thing.
If they got Jordan, they gotta have LeBron.
Yeah.
Damn, what if LeBron teams win a shit before Jordan team? That would be
That'd be
Oh,
crazy.
that'd be sad.
Jordan cheap ass don't want to
That'd be
get no players.
hilarious. That would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
Jordan don't know what he doing with building the team.
Yeah, he don't
That's
wanna pay.
that's why they used to give him a tough time with that GM. Y'all watched the documentary? How they gave the GM a tough time for the moves he made, but the idea that Jordan had was horrible. He just wanted to get his homies from college to come play with him. The Bulls would have been trash.
You
Damn.
see that?
So that dude did what he had, but
But they
hated him.
always said that LeBron was a coach. I think once he, retires, he's a good coach. I think he will live up to the status of Pat Riley.
Pat Riley.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, man.
I think he would be able to kind of coach in that way, and then he'll be able to get players in that same status too.
Yeah.
So
It sucks. Like, man, it's so crazy. Cause like as he living his life, he can't even. Cause as you saying that, I'm thinking like, damn, if he goes straight into that, like, what time he gonna have to spend with his kids? But his kids probably gonna be like almost out the house by the time he done playing. He's playing so damn long.
Yeah, he trying to play. He got a point to prove.
So maybe he got Bryson, the baby girl, to still be there. He probably could hang out with them for a quick second, but after a while,
Oh,
But that's one thing. That's another thing you to get into though.
LeBron James. What else we got?
So, Mexico Congress approves the bill for marijuana legalization.
That's good. They need to do that down here in Miami. I don't know what to hold that, but they need to get it together.
What
They
y'all
need
think
to do
about
down
that?
there. They need to
Y'all
do it
think-
federally.
You think that this
That's
is
an
something that they
outcast.
should have did?
Yeah.
I don't understand
All
why
the
they just don't
tax-
legalize that shit straight through from the whole Caribbean all the way straight through to the whole
Because of
U.S.
the whole movement behind Christianity.
it's coming soon.
White.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just trying to,
Yes.
they just trying to figure out a way to make it bad from it.
That's it. Once they discover how to get taxes off of it,
Just charge people like how they charge you in Vegas. You can go to the weed dispensary, grab whatever you want, and then just put tax on it. But I guess that's the only way you could really do it. I know for a fact if they do it like that it's gonna be high as hell. It's gonna be real expensive.
Look at this based off of Colorado. They doing it. They doing
Mhm.
it well.
Yeah, so I don't know
Just follow their motto.
what's the big deal. Shit, get high. Shit, it's good for your body. CBD, regular THC, do what you got to do.
so recently Twitter went wild because Trey Songz
Oh Jesus.
was caught in the video. Not caught. Let me not say caught, but he was in the video spitting in two females' mouths.
Disgusting.
With COVID going on, a lot of people were like, "Is he serious?"
He just had COVID too.
Exactly. And here he is spitting in these two girls' mouths, like like it was like a sex video. That's what it looked like.
It looked like a porno for real though.
Did y'all see it? Nobody seen
No,
it.
I ain't see it, but I heard about it.
Oh, it looked like a damn porno. It did,
Oh, so you seen
He
it?
trying to
already.
boost, trying to get his OnlyFans running.
and that's what they were saying. Shit, it is what it
You
is.
need that clout.
Your boy can't catch no hits no more.
Want that clout?
So, recently, if you didn't know, the Grammys aired this past week, and we got a couple of awards. You know, Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce, they won an award, and then Beyonce and Blue, they also won an award. But Beyonce made a record because she had 28 awards, and this makes it the most for a female artist. So shout out to Beyonce. And then we had like a history fact, I should say, about the Grammys, where basically researchers found that Black performers represent about 38% of all artists on Billboard's signature charts from 2012 to 2020, yet they only received 26.7% of the top Grammy nominations during the same period. So basically, they're trying to say that the Grammys, in a way, either they're being racist, one, or they're they aren't really showing the support or the recognition that they should to Black artists.
They know the deal is.
Mm-hmm.
They know what the deal is, man. Cause it's a fight back. Cause they kids ain't listening to them. They kids ain't listening to that music like they used to no more. Even in the way people talk, man. I was looking at a little post on Twitter the other day, and I don't know how I even got on that post, but it was just a bunch of white people, a bunch of white ladies, and it was, I can't remember what was going on, but I just went down a thread, and there's a bunch of white ladies responding to the thread, and all of them was like, "Yes, girl," and I'm like, and using so much colloquialism, I think that's the right word, so much lingo from black lingo, and I'm like, what the hell going on?
Mm-hmm.
And these people don't look like they are any type of like hood or nothing, but the hip hop has spilled over so much that's like it's kind of crazy to not be like acknowledged in this type of way. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of sick when you think of it, but because it's like it's the most consumed music. It's the most consumed music nowadays. It's a whole new level.
And in other words, speaking of the Grammys, Kanye West, he won his 22nd Grammy, and now he is tied with Jay-Z for the most hip hop artist awards.
That's good though.
That's good.
And nobody actually was talking about it. So shout out to Kanye, who is continuing to get the bag.
I mean, Kanye is Kanye.
Yeah,
we all know Kanye. Kanye made some couple crazy little turns in his career, but that's still Kanye West, man. That's Kanye West. Kanye West walked so Drake.
They used to
Drake
love
around.
Kanye.
Man, you wrote about you can talk about Drake for a second.
What about him?
What about him?
Drake has done the unthinkable. Drake premiered in all 3 of the top 3 slots on the Billboard 100 charts. Number 1,
I heard about
number
that.
2, and number 3.
Shout out
And
to
one
Drake.
of the songs with Ross, right?
One of the songs
Yeah.
with Ross.
Oh, the freestyle.
Yeah.
Look, baby, that's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Drake is
crazy.
doing his time, but if you guys didn't notice, he had also a bead around his neck with that nigga to see.
What?
Mm-hmm. Voodoo beads.
I mean, hey man.
So it seems like it makes sense now.
But speaking on the
ain't got nothing
Grammys,
to
you
do
know
with me.
Tupac and Biggie never won a Grammy.
They was too young.
But bro, the
history-
music that they was putting out.
But that still doesn't mean after time they don't have like a
Postmortem.
of old best.
Postmortem awards.
No, they don't do that, man.
They don't have that like how they do the BET, how they have like the legendary award or something.
Nipsey got lucky, but at that point in time, hip hop was not the number 1 genre. At that point in time,
What it was, like rock and roll and shit?
Rock and
Country and shit?
It was R&B and rock and roll.
Damn.
But it doesn't have a genre.
huh?
What?
That R&B hip hop it should have still had. No, they only focused it on rock and
We gotta see who won the Grammys around that time. I don't know who's winning the Grammys
because
for those awards.
you understand what I mean. If I'm
Yeah.
gonna get from each genre of music, that should have been a category in itself.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
but they'll probably give it to we gotta look and see. Let's see who won the hip hop awards in 94 through 96.
Jennifer
Look it up
Lopez.
real
If
quick.
even if they had it, look it up. If
me see.
let's see if they even had a hip hop award or a best R&B art, because why wouldn't they win it?
'Cause they were
At that
black.
time, they were on top. During their era, it was
But
either
they'll
Biggie
get that
or
shit to more
Tupac.
like bubblegum stuff probably.
We'll see. Y'all look it up and see. Let me know because From what I know,
Let's see.
they said that the Grammy says just like how Prince Harry and the Royals, it has always been biased, and they have always been racist in a way. Because I even seen it was somebody, one of a rapper, he was like, F the Grammys.
Who was that?
And I think even Kanye was peeing on one of his
Lil Wayne
Grammys.
said it. So
Lil Wayne was saying
the first Grammy for hip hop was 1996, and the winner was Naughty by Nature, and they beat out Tupac's "Me Against the World."
What?
And then 1997, that's when Tupac was up for another album. I guess this is his last album. No, it shouldn't have been his last album. But the people who won that one, makes sense, was the Fugees. The Score, they beat out All Eyes on Me. So these make sense. Naughty by Nature, no, that probably don't make that much sense to me. To beat out Me Against the World, but these, at a point in time, those people were probably prisoners of the moment.
Yeah.
Naughty by Nature probably had like some good little songs, and plus they was like, it wasn't as raw as Tupac, and plus around the time Tupac was facing a lot of backlash for like the rape case and stuff like that, so he probably was not gonna give Tupac no damn Grammy.
Yeah.
At that time.
They wasn't gonna give him no recognition. Yeah.
And then after that, the next award winner was given to Biggie, because they gave it to Puff Daddy and the Family for No Way Out. Biggie was nominated that year again for Life After Death, but they gave it to Puff Daddy and Family. I'm pretty sure for that song, for the Every Breath I Take.
What Faith Evans?
Yeah. So yeah, but so it makes sense why they never won one. It makes sense. Outkast pulled out 2 of them hoes.
You said Outkast did what?
Pulled out 2 of them.
Shit, Outkast deserve. Listen,
They didn't win Album of the Year too.
we were big Outkast, all three of us.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all don't think they did the album where you flipped the CD upside down and there was another album. That album, what is it called?
Love
Speaking
Below.
Box and the Love Below.
Okay, that particular album, by far, still to this day, is it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, that my ringtone on my phone is, you know, everything.
Roses.
Dun, dun.
Y'all, I still can't believe Macklemore beat Good Kid, Mad City.
It just goes to show you.
Oh, he beat Good Kid, Mad City, bro. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy.
In other news, speaking about our artists, so Anita Baker says she's fighting to own her masters, and she's asking fans not to buy or stream any of her music. So she released a Twitter statement, and she said, "Hey, sweetheart," let me read the first one. Sorry. She was like, "Miraculously, I have lived out all of my artist contracts. They no longer own my name and likeness. And by law, 30-year-old masters are to be returned to me. Unfortunately, they're going to make me fight for it. I'm prepared to do that. Please don't advertise/buy them."
That's crazy, man. Man, let that lady get her stuff, dog. Y'all done made all the money you possibly can make. Give the lady her stuff, bro. If she done lived out the contract, it's time for renegotiation, dog. Like,
Right.
it's like either renegotiate or just give up her stuff. Follow the contract. That's crazy, bro.
For somebody to say that they no longer own my name. Can you imagine right now if somebody owned your name in itself? Somebody owned that.
God.
How would you feel?
Anita Baker got some money already. Her net worth already $80 million.
But that's what I'm saying.
Good God.
And she's saying in itself, because I'm a Anita Baker fan, and if y'all don't know, I'm a Anita Baker fan. If she have a concert, I'm going to it. But in itself, for her to be of this status and her having these contracts previously, and she has lived it up to this thing, why are you hindering her from collecting what she rightfully owns legally?
It's a great question. Great question. But
Again, the record labels and
at that point in time, that man, she done gave a whole lot of money to them people. She need to go. They need to go and give it up, man. Give it to masters. She should have the money to pay for that shit, though.
Mm-hmm. She
Pay
should.
for it. That shit cost like $60 bands.
So, Rich the Kid was arrested for gun possession at LAX airport.
This nigga.
Everybody getting arrested for gun possession. Jesus.
These guns are serious. Everybody wants a gun.
Did y'all see the nigga who shot himself in the leg on South Beach last
No.
night?
Nah, I ain't see that.
What?
The
No.
nigga hit a Plaxo bird. These niggas wildin', man. Hey, look here, man. I don't understand what's going on with these little kids. But these kids, you need to invest y'all money and y'all time, bro. Because, I don't know. These niggas
Speaking of
wildin'.
arrests too, Southside was also arrested on weapon
Right.
charges
Yeah.
in South Florida. Speaking of Miami.
These niggas wildin', man.
Goddamn, man.
Yep. And I just have one question.
What's that question?
Why are fathers and brothers so protective over their younger sister or their niece, or why?
Because they see how these hoes is. And they don't want their sisters to be like them. Like these be easy. Like these girls be stupid in the mind like these girls. They want them to, protect themselves. But one thing I do, like I gotta find this in myself too. I got to do better with preparing the women in my family. I gotta do much better. Because it's things that they need to be on point for. Not even on point for. It's things that they gotta be more realistic and prepare themselves to be the best woman that they could possibly be. To even be able to be the bait for the men that they should be. I would want them to be with. So
A high class man.
I mean, just a good man. Because to be real, everybody not gonna get no high value man. Just someone that treats them
No
good and that can
respect.
take care of it.
Fool,
So
man.
on Twitter, one of the statements was, "Men don't even trust men."
That's true.
Right? I mean, we don't trust nobody. Why do men don't trust men? Men don't trust humans. As you should. You shouldn't trust everybody. You should. Trust should be earned.
Straight up. Should not.
Because they were saying men say, "I don't want a daughter," as if it's a bad thing.
Just because you can't trust your daughter to make the right decision, because we see the world and how it's trending. And before, Daddy's little girl, it was so great to have a daughter. That's one thing that's pure, pure little girl. But now it's scared because one thing
Should be a hoe.
it's one thing you can protect. Because you could protect your daughter, but you send her out, and the people you think she could be good with, it's her nasty little friends who with a poison ass mind. They just want to twerk and pour liquor in each other's mouth. That's all they want to do, and now they bumming coochies together. So now that's why people are scared to have daughters. It's because of the other girls.
But you just said that you have to train your child up, so you know that eventually, if you train them in the proper way, you don't feel like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
Because one big thing that we starting to realize that it doesn't matter because the world's still gonna take over from where you left off at. You only one person. And imagine, we all know in our life, the closest people, it's tough for us them to get to us when they tell us something. So, but you have someone else outside with something more intriguing and probably flashing something in your face. You can be like, oh, that looks like fun. Then you go and try to do that shit. So it's tough. You never know. But the thing is, it's like if you have a son,
drugs.
if you have a son, the world is going to constantly remind him of who he is, no matter what. So your son is it's more easier to probably have him grounded, make him grounded in his reality. But if you have a daughter, you're going to see she's probably going to be more lied to the most, or try to be manipulated the most. And while they're being manipulated, they also aren't held accountable. So you can have people saying, it's okay if you do that. It's okay if you mess up. Because with women, you always walk outside every single day knowing it's a chance that someone could come across you and turn your life completely around. And so if in a way that women are told to go out and live their life, they already feel like, man, at any given time, my life could change. So
That's actually Kevin Samuels last night had a post about this. Not a post.
He said that?
He had a live about this. Not about this particular topic, but he was saying a lot of women in our this was the topic. He was saying that women in our society has learned this trait that they can be an equivalence to a male, right? So they get male jobs. They do, and they feel like they can have multiple sex partners just like as a male might have, right? Mm-hmm. But our anatomy are different, right? So he was saying like basically, as a guy, you are sticking something in a woman, right? As a woman, you getting something stuck into you, which can eventually cause more damage to you in a way, right? You cannot feel like we are of the same status if I'm not the same thing that me and you we can never be equal in a way.
And you can be impregnated and your whole body can change.
That can't happen to a man. The most that can happen to him, he can get some type of diseases or something like that. But you, as a woman, you have to worry about the disease factor, then the getting pregnant factor, then your walls not being, intact. So it comes along with a lot of stuff. So in that way, Kevin Samuels was correct in a way.
I feel like a lot of things, I feel like women really just don't know what they want.
I think that certain women don't know what they want.
A majority.
I feel like women just want they just want this shit to be like a video game. They just want to do what they want to. They want to. They really want to live like Grand Theft Auto. Just go out there, get hit by a car, and just respawn
and come right back out.
Do whatever. They want to make as many mistakes as they possibly can because they know it's just like
any regrets.
No regrets. It's always gonna be bounce back from whatever. And
it's a new me.
What they call them, a born again
virgin.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But
yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's girl, you crazy, boy. Damn,
that's crazy.
The whole baptized too. Damn, you crazy. Wow.
They confused as fuck though.
Bitch, you was like dick no more. That's crazy.
Wow.
I don't know, man, but I don't know. Women just like I don't know, like. I feel like women don't know what they want because they will tell you what they want, but then you go and do it, and they'll say you only doing this because I told you. So it's so crazy, but even deeper than that.
Because this is why what I'm learning from a guy. Men don't typically do what you want them to do until you tell them to do it. So we want you to have a mind of your own, and it's like we feel like this. You should already know what to do. I shouldn't have to tell you.
But what?
Just like we know what to do, and you don't have to tell us.
No, that's not necessarily true. I feel like it's very few times and nowadays that women do things that men want them to do in relationships. Very few times that in a relationship nowadays that men are actually doing what they want to do. That they choose the type of things that I know there's a lot of shit.
One factor is sex. You know how often a woman does not want to have sex.
That's the only thing they got.
Majority of the factor in that one major thing that she does for you. What do you do?
And that's probably the only reason why he with her.
What's your
probably
one major?
Facts.
Okay, but what is your one major thing that you might do for her?
And when a man
because you said that's all she got.
And when a man say they're not interested or no, not tonight, they are cheating.
Yep. They opening
they
it, busting it wide
cheating.
open like Megan Thee Stallion.
Cheating. Who is cheating on somebody? He don't want to have sex with me. What is wrong? Then it become a what's wrong with me?
Then there's a problem. Then they want to argue on
It
it.
become a problem with that because you can't use that one. You can say, I say about taking the trash out. Shit, men we'll be sitting down TV, they take the trash out. You know we're gonna take the trash out, but in our head, I'm gonna take it out after the show. But you want to take it out
now.
Mm-hmm.
But in our head, after the show, commercial break, I'm gonna go take it out. It's the whole way the man thinks. The man mind thinks. It's on that talk.
I think that men don't understand how women think. Y'all are one-sided. So
we understand how y'all think. We understand there's chaos up there.
Yeah, we get tunnel vision.
I don't think y'all understand how we think.
We just get fed up and stop trying to please y'all.
There you go.
Listen, matter of fact, so this is what not fun fact, but this is a situation that happened. So I was at work, and one of my supervisors, he was walking away, and a female was asking him a question, and he just was shaking his head like, yeah. So we like, you don't have no, I can't remember the actual question, but it was something that he should have had a reaction to. Mm-hmm. So he came back and he's like, what? She's like, you didn't hear what we were saying? And you know, he said, no, but I agreed, because I was like, you and your wife, you don't have any problems. He like, when you're married for 12 years, you learn to just agree with whatever she's saying.
Mm-hmm. But you have to at that point.
He literally was walking away and agreeing. Like, he was just shaking his head like, yeah. Cause she was shaking her head. He was, yeah. And he didn't know what she was saying. But to just not cause any problem, not no chaos, he decided to just go along with the flow.
Mm-hmm. No, we don't want to cause
why? But I feel like that's an issue in the relationship.
It's not an issue, because women, the thing is with women, what I don't like is women they try to figure out ways how to fix certain situations when they don't even have no business trying to fix the situation in the first place. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of the issues too is a woman try to be the man. Nowadays, you got women being the man, and it's vice versa. The man, they either ain't taking that BS, right? Or you have the men that they just acting like straight girls out nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But women nowadays, it's just like Chance was saying, it's just sometimes it just make your head hurt, bro. Because it's like, what do women really want? They don't never know what they want. They complain. They say this, they say that. Not all women. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't gonna. Let me ask this question, because I wasn't gonna ask this question tonight, but let me ask it since we're already on this topic. So the question is, do you think in this day and age the man title has been altered?
What you mean?
So this is what the title, for my understanding, not to a real man, I should have said. What Google describes traits of a real man should be.
Who wrote this shit?
that man.
So he lives with order in class. He always looks put together. He always keeps his word. He works towards worthwhile goals. He stays calm in the face of conflict. He takes proper care of his partner. He is dependable. He doesn't allow doubt to rule his life. He doesn't take any time for granted.
That sounds about right. But one thing I must say that is a lot of these things that I must say, we are so confused as far as the timeline to even like get to being the man that you need to be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because the things that we want, we are racing. There's so many different things going on. I feel like with social media, it's so many different things going on. You can't focus on your life enough. Because a man, they could be running it, going their track of their life. They feel like they need to go down. But then you see a situation on social media and you're like, damn, why I'm not there? So you go off track to try to switch things up, or you may have someone you're dealing with and then they see things and you try to like, oh, I need to be, so let me try to do this little idea. Because like
basically spreading your energy out.
Yeah, I seen to get to the point, this girl named Love Dorsey was saying that men, before you even try to get into a relationship, you gotta have your basics on point.
Period.
Because if you don't have your basics on point, already in your career, a woman gonna come along and she gonna, if she don't feel like get on point, she gonna start making what she think your life need to be and start throwing things into you, because she probably don't she may love you, but she just probably don't trust that whatever you feel like is gonna be on point already. So she gonna try her best to like affect it, but it may not be best for you.
That's true. Because what happens, and this is advice to women, whoever's watching, I have always been told from the females in my family that you don't guide a man down his path, basically. You allow him to do what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So I said that to say, because you said that make sure that a woman comes, our natural instinct as a female is to help, to guide, to help, to kind of put in order things, because you want to help out your spouse in any way that you can, of course. But what we do as females, we don't realize that in that same way, we are hindering our spouse or our male from achieving the goals that they should be getting to. Mm-hmm. So sometimes we find ourselves like, let's say our husband, not husband, but let's say the guy who we're talking to, let's say he cuts grass, right? Mm-hmm. And he's cutting grass with some type of company, whatever, and then he's telling you he wants to own his own lawn service eventually, right? As a female, eventually she might start talking down to you. All you want to do is just cut da 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 da. Or when you do say, or when you do decide to get your own lawn service, right? You might not get the revenue that you expected that you were going to be getting. So now it becomes a situation of
finance
you're not
problem.
making no money. I don't know why you left your job. Da 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 da. Now that's the issue too, right?
When I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
Then on top of that, then we find ourselves doing stuff like this too, where now let's say you are getting the revenue. Let's say you are getting the business. Now you never home. You don't spend time with me. Mm-hmm. So in our mind, we have always found a way to have an issue with every single thing that our spouse might do, because in our mind, it's not catering to our needs in a certain way.
Yeah, but because like women gotta understand what they want. If you want a man and want to be a wife, your focus becomes to the family. Mm-hmm. Now because it's not gonna be all about the man all the time. It ain't gonna be all about the man all the time. It's gonna be, if you want us to provide a man, then you more than likely gonna be having some children kind of younger, and then at some point in time, your main thing is gonna be making sure that family is the best family possible. That's where your focus is gonna be on. If you only focus on a relationship, then you don't need to be trying to have a family.
Straight up.
Because it just doesn't make sense. Who's gonna watch the kids?
Unless
you just pay for them, then there's gonna be kids being raised by
Juanita
Grandma and granddaddy.
Juanita.
I don't. It's just like, I don't know. It's just difficult. Grandma. That's the worst thing. Be paid.
That's when
be
you
raised by them.
Yeah, you push them off on your parent and your grandmother.
But then that goes. I said all of that to say mainly because, like I was just saying, like when you said that women don't know what they want, and I said not all women.
Okay.
And I said that only because a woman would tell you what she wants, and she'll keep telling you what she wants, and keep telling you what she wants. But that man is not listening, because in that sense, he wants what he wants. So at what point in time is that guy supposed to compromise and say, all right, damn, I'm dropping the ball in this way. Why I need to, help out in this way? Why is that a kind of altercation that occurs?
It depends on what it is, because it depends on what she wants.
Time. Let's say this guy always has time for other things, but when it comes down to you, he never has time.
What are those other things?
Let's say he has a company that he's running, and he does he sells liquor. Mm-hmm. And he has so much functions that he has to make sure that the alcohol is being distributed to at nighttime. So now you never get to see him. Yeah, the money coming in, but you aren't spending that quality time that you want with him. Yeah, the money good, but
see that point, I don't understand what that's the same. It's the thing that I don't understand is, number one, you heard what Stacey said. You gotta have you said you gotta have your pretty much your things set up right.
Yeah.
So once you come into a relationship, you're gonna have that talk, what you do, where you work, da 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 da. Right. Mm-hmm. So don't set yourself up for failure. If you know he got a company and he gonna be out at this time, why you should already know what to expect. Mm-hmm. So you can't be, oh, you don't never spend no time with me, baby. I gotta be at work at this time. This is where I get the money at. This is how I pay the bills.
This is what I'm doing.
Yeah, so I don't understand why women come up with that sorry pity excuse to be, you don't spend no time with me. What you expect?
Because I think it comes to a part where they say you find time for what you want to find time for.
No,
I mean,
you can't make that.
And that's bullshit.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
bullshit.
say that.
You don't
Because
think you think that's bullshit?
It
I
is
think that's bullshit.
That you find time for what you want to find time
No,
for?
Because like what if I want to find time for is making sure my family is good.
Yeah.
That's what I want to spend time for. Because she not gonna go do it. She don't have the resources that I got to go get this bag. And she's gonna benefit of it. My kids gonna benefit. My kids gonna benefit from me busting my ass. I gotta be the sacrifice and fuck
So
up my
fuck
life.
the
for everybody
relationship.
else. This
No,
is for the
relationship.
relationship.
That's not for the
I
relationship.
feel like she's saying find time as in you.
Me
basically
and you
finding
cannot
time to
have
slack
a
off.
relationship
You
if
mean
we don't
to a-
spend no time
Well,
together.
we worry about that during
Like slacking
retirement,
off.
But you-
or vacation time.
But
Slacking
the
off
thing is, I
time.
think that that problem right there, it leaves a lot of badness in the relationship because the two of them not seeing the eye to eye because they don't want to say. It's not even about seeing. It's about having common sense. If you know I gotta work, you know I got a company. You gotta understand. Look, he's at work at this time to that time, so you gotta figure out another plan or do something to make time.
You gotta figure out. No, it should not. That's the problem
gotta
in
figure out.
relationships.
So what you want the guy to do? Quit the job and then go to take you to the man who sprinkle the damn thing like that over the steak every week.
Stop, man.
you want you something gotta give.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that you should still make your wife feel special, even if you are not present actively.
Okay, but bring her some flowers or some fruits while you at the liquor store or something. You gotta.
Damn, look at that.
No, but I don't like. I hear a lot of people say that stuff. They'll come to me and be like, "Oh man, I've been married, for about 7 years, and I don't know, the wife look like she acting funny because I'm always at work and she don't never want to give me none and this that." I say, "So how y'all schedule is?" "Oh well, she dropped the kids off to school. She go to work. And then I have to pick her up, and then she be sleep. So they schedule don't balance out.
So in that way, how does that work?
You gotta make it work.
You just do what it is, and you just prolong the.
That's where you sit down and say, all right, this your days off, this my days off. We're gonna try to match. Y'all,
You
gotta
gotta do
stay on
something.
top.
I feel like
Like on this one day,
I
somebody
feel
take
like this
the
is
kids to go out
childish.
today.
It is
because like at some point in time, it's one thing when it comes back to it. When I say women don't know what they want because they don't understand the concept of love. When you love someone, you decide to spend the rest of life together. Meaning, all right, this person I'm gonna work with. Now we're gonna start a partnership, and this is what we're going. Now we're trying to make sure our retirement is as comfortable as possible, easy as possible. And then in these first 30 to 40 years of our lives, we got to be getting it.
you gotta work.
And we got to be setting ourselves up to put children out here to go and be great forever. And then we sit back and relax. We enjoy our kids together, our grandkids, our great grands. That's what you're working for. This instant gratification bullshit. You sitting there looking for love, love, love. Go ahead and find a nigga got time. You're going to find a nigga that ain't got money.
But let me ask you a question. You don't think that love eventually fades away if you aren't continuing to make that person love you?
should.
No, because this is what I thought the other day. And I was talking to my homegirl. I feel like love is a measurement of tolerance. Meaning, basically, love is basically how much you would tolerate and stuff like in a relationship. So if you love somebody, that gives you a certain level of things you will deal with and stuff like that. Now, when it comes to
So you don't think love is a feeling?
love is no. I feel like you could grow into love, but I feel like sometimes you could be feeling really emotional in a moment. You can feel very extra emotional in a moment and really love in a moment, but sometimes you may not feel nothing about nobody, but you still love them. I feel like emotions change. We just probably haven't figured out the way to explain that. Sometimes you feel excited, anxious, butterflies.
So
Because you could watch a movie and feel all bubbly and shit like that, but you don't love the people in that movie. That's just a feeling.
that's
You
emotion.
That's just you just feeling emotions at the point in time. Feeling emotion at the point in time. Some people could have a one night stand and feel amazing, blissful in that one night stand, but they don't love that person.
So my question should be, what do you describe as love?
A level of tolerance that you have for a person. That's
That's it.
what I'm
That's
coming
definition.
to. That's why I'm coming to the realization is that the
So
level of that tolerance that you
you-
built up for a person.
So love is not a feeling that you feel towards a person. It's just the level of tolerance that
It's
you are able to.
it's a you can describe it as a feeling, but I feel like it's a level of tolerance. Everything
How
you
would
go
you
through,
describe it?
every time you go through with something with somebody, it'd be like, but I love you. It's you always like break it down at the bare minimum. I will put up with this because I love you.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
the only time love comes into play.
I don't think that's true.
Why not?
Because for me, you only put up with somebody because you love them. You have that prior emotion with that person, right? So I cannot say that I love you and you made me feel like this, because a lot of why I said that is because when I said that you don't think that love fades, because if eventually the love that I received prior to is not still existing,
I get what you're saying. Well, at
It's
some
a
point in
shell of
time,
itself.
at some point,
it now becomes a shelf
I get-
and a trophy,
I guess
and fuck it.
at some point in time, your level, you could lose tolerance.
Like I say, everybody ain't gonna feel the same way in a relationship at the same time.
Yes.
Rarely.
That's true.
Because
It's a
one
roller
person
coaster.
is not gonna like this person, and that person it's rarely it's gonna
Fluctuates.
be. Yeah, it's gonna be some. It's always gonna be like that. You love this person more than that one, they might not love you that much. Oh, the next day they love you this much and they doing all this, and you like, you ain't show me that affection yesterday or the day before. Now that person next day, that person gonna return the same thing. It's just a whole.
I don't think that's how I describe love. I feel like love is something. I do believe that it is a tolerance that happens, but I do believe that it's a lot of emotions that play a factor in it.
The emotions can motivate the tolerance.
Yeah.
It's like, someone keeps depositing in this bank of something that makes me feel good. It's like a drug or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Like,
sugar.
once
Like
you-
I said, it's a chemical reaction.
So if you keep
they my bad. They say I don't interrupt her, my bad. But they say when you fall in love, like cocaine, your mind get addicted to
there you
that
go.
feeling.
See, when you
So-
once you have we gonna
we done had.
I'm going the same thing with you.
Right.
You
Once
done
you
had
have that,
cocaine?
you keep doing that drug. You keep having good highs. Then you build up more of a tolerance of it. And it's harder to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's why.
Even so, bad things start happening into your life, and then you like, man, fuck it. But I love this feeling.
Right, because you love that high. Then when that get taken away, that's why your ass go right, like you just crash in the dumps. You like
Some bad
fuck.
breakups.
Your heart
Yeah.
just be hurting. You like and then you could die from that. Cause your heart hurt. You could die from a broken heart.
Like I was saying, I don't think that that's how love works. I don't think that love just says to itself like, "Hey, I love you because you made me once feel like I had cocaine, and boom, I'm gonna always
No, I'm
feel
not
that
saying
same
that.
way."
I'm saying the feeling of love. You feel it like shit. I would say I feel like wow. It's like wow.
So why
I
do people
feel
get divorced?
appreciated.
Because they don't. It's
It's
different
too-
reasons.
It's different reasons. Everybody have a different reason why they get divorced. This one, they lost the love. This one cheated.
There should never be
Finances
no
all the time.
love lost, according to Stacy.
What?
He didn't say that.
He said that that's the level of tolerance that you have for a person.
Yeah, and when you lose that level of tolerance, you lose love. And
That-
that's when you sit there and say, "Here's this paper, and you
Sign it,
on the
bitch.
line.
You can't
Nah.
tolerate their bullshit no
You
more.
done.
Yeah, you just
That's when you go
done.
get the divorce.
That shouldn't be love, though.
That is.
But
it
so
is.
what is
That-
it? What is it then?
That's the way of life. That's
Love is not that.
So
I
you
can
te-
tolerate a lot of shit from somebody, and I can not want to tolerate a lot. I cannot tolerate shit from this person, but that does not mean that I don't love them. I don't think that anybody dislikes their baby father, but they don't fucking love them.
goddamn a lot of people dislike their baby fathers.
I don't think that they want to see them dead or they ex-husband. that they
have
once
you
loved.
been seeing the things on social media towards ex-husbands and baby fathers?
I think you be
Yeah,
watching
that's
too
the
much
stimulus.
social media. That's what it is.
Towards them, their two feelings.
I only
towards that?
This is why I only truly feel in that way, because for me, I guess for how female and how male brains are operated for love, because that's maybe why all of you guys are
Yeah,
on
they
the
say-
same page and I'm on a whole different page.
Yeah, it's a different feeling.
Because y'all feel like it's just, basically you find somebody, you find out how much tolerance you can take for that person. That's love. because how much ever that person you're willing to put up with that person.
Cause that's the only way you can quantify love, in my opinion. Other than that, it's just like anything. It's just that's the only time love is measured.
When there's something going on.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think love is measured when you decide to say, "Hey, I want to marry this person," or "Hey, I want to have a child with this person," or "Hey."
People do that without love. People just do that for just lust and just emotions.
And that's where they fuck up. The love wasn't there. That's where you get the baby mothers and baby fathers.
When shit hit the fan, you really know the true colors of a person. So at the end of the day, like Stacey said, women don't know what the hell they want. That's why we have a lot of disorganized ass, dysfunctional shit going on when it comes to relationships. Women want their cake and they want to eat it too.
I think men want their cake and want to eat it too.
Guys.
Men want women to stay home and take care. No, I'm sorry, I lied. Men do not want that. They want you to go to work. That's because Did y'all watch the thing that Angelina sent us? Nobody
Listen,
watched it.
We already 4
Y'all
minutes
didn't
in.
watch it?
What the Derek Jackson shit?
Yes.
He be cheating, man. I don't listen to that nigga. I watched it, but it was
Straight
bullshit.
facts.
No, it's not.
Facts. He's hating.
What type of men are those?
What was
Like,
it?
who even deal with this type of men?
What he did? What was it?
He basically was saying that y'all niggas ain't shit.
Of course, that's all he say.
Yeah, that's all he
What's
said.
new?
His negative ass.
What's new?
That's what he said.
That's another pick me. Pick me. I'm that guy.
This discussion right here could go on for hours,
Yeah,
bro.
because men, we always hear that. We hear that from other men. Men ain't shit. You ain't shit because this. You got Steve, what's her name?
Harvey.
Steve Harvey on the show. Y'all men ain't shit. Y'all need it. We
Yeah,
hear
look at
it
his daughter.
constantly.
Every
we
day.
hear it. We hear it from the moment we are 10 and up. All this, and you ain't shit. You ain't gonna be shit. Your father ain't shit. You gonna be just like your father. All this, and we hear it. And
That leads back to the original conversation of why are men so protective of
And
their.
And we are protected because we see, like Cleve said, we see the world. We know how men act because we are around men. That's why when I'll be honest, when I see interracial relationship, I like, yeah, that's good, but watch out for that because it might be a fetish. It might be a fetish. You might be what you just because you're black. And
I just had a conversation with grandma about that, actually.
And people say, all right, has he ever used to call you a slur or something like this? Yeah.
I just had a conversation with grandma about that, about how, well, it's kind of off topic, but black men don't go after black educational women, but they go after women who are of lighter skin complexion and they don't have anything. But then I was like, Kevin Samuels was saying that they don't give a damn about your status or your money quote.
We go after women at the lighter skin complexion.
What you looking at? Sports sports people? That's what
I mean.
you basing your shit on? NBA and football players?
Yes.
You can't base that off that.
Mm-hmm. Not primarily, but from majority of black men, they don't typically go after a woman of higher status.
Higher status and what?
A doctor is typically going to be with a regular housewife chick. He's not going to be. It's rare that he's going to either be with another doctor or a lawyer.
You said it while you answered that question earlier. She ain't got the time for a man. You answered that question already. She ain't got no time to be preparing for no man. She working to be a doctor. So imagine two people working to be a doctors. Sometimes
how they gonna spend time together?
Sometimes that shit work out, but they just two people that's probably just sometimes they pass by each other in the household.
How they gonna spend time with each other?
And that's when they sit down with each other and say, hey, we not in the point of life where we should be dating. We're going to work this out. Later on, maybe you link up.
They ain't got no time. Most women that are in getting high educations and stuff like that, a lot of times, unless they were a woman that who husband been funding them through things and they gave them the opportunity to just go ahead, babe, just do what you want to while I work. You go and get all the degrees you want to and stuff like that. More than likely is a woman who just focus on her and her career. She didn't have time for all these other things because a relationship is work.
A lot.
Because that's what I've been hearing. A lot of black females that have educational backgrounds, they are having a hard time finding a male spouse that they are of the same status that are willing to be with them.
And a lot of those women don't know how to treat men.
Nope.
There you go.
Because they get a certain status, and now they feel like they are stepping into the playing field of competition with the men rather than wanting to work
They don't.
with the men.
The thing is, they don't know their place, so they don't know how to just be a woman. You know what I'm saying? They, like you say, they got to be in competition. Half of them who up there like that, who went to school for 8 years, a doctor, they don't even know how to fry an egg. To really help me, guys.
Not saying it's not possible, but they just weren't focused on it. So that muscle just hasn't been being used.
So you said that the woman doesn't know her place. What is that? In this time,
They don't know. They don't know how to just be a woman. They don't know that. They don't know their role, as far as being a woman. They want to be the man and the woman.
What's that in this
they
day
being
and
masculine.
age?
Huh?
What's
masculine.
being a woman in this day and age? What's that in your
Masculine.
definition?
Come on now.
Masculine.
We know what being a woman is. This
No, I'm asking.
a woman should know. Okay, if in nowadays and age, you got women who say, okay, they got a job, a 9 to 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
They supposed to cook. They supposed to wash the dishes. They supposed to make sure the kids good. Not saying that the husband shouldn't do the same thing. The guy should go out and work. He got to pay the bills, right? But now you have it's tough to have these kind of conversations because you got women they single moms, so they have to pull the guy weight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you will have the guy, he'll be making less money than the woman. And, you know, it's nothing that the guy can really pretty much do to provide for his family. He trying his best. And then you still got the woman that she going to sit up there and nitpick and micromanage the whole situation, knowing his situation. Or you will have, like Stacey was saying, you will have a doctor and a 2 doctor. You know what I'm saying? And it just depends on the situation. But a woman should, nowadays this is how I feel about women. A woman should be a little bit more accepting to the guy, depending on the situation. So if you, like if I have a lady, I know my girl, and she knows me, she know our situation, she know how much money I make, I know how much money she make. So you should be able to understand and live within your means. But now some women, they don't know how to do that. They want to do whatever they want to do. I say some women. They want to do whatever they want to do. I know I'm on a tangent right now, but you know, you guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You made me think about something. You made me think about something because, like, the crazy thing about it is, like, women want people on a same level, but the only same level they mean is when it comes to monetarily, and they want shit to be equal. Now, men aren't like that. Men, they don't have to find a woman that's on the same level as them monetarily. They just want somebody to be on the same program.
To stroke their ego.
Not stroke.
Yes.
No. To be that peace, not stroke the ego.
Stroke their ego.
You don't have to stroke. You don't have to.
Because
he already got the ego. You don't got to stroke his ego.
Stroke his ego.
He already got it.
This is what I've learned from all of the guys that I've dated that have higher status. And when I say higher status, they are in 6 figures, right?
Okay.
So from these guys, they have the same ego that you're talking about. But genuinely, they are not trying to find a female. Like,
that's fine.
What you were saying about what Kevin Samuels was saying, they are not trying to find a female that they feel like has a high paying job or whatever the case is. They're genuinely trying to find a female that they can actually be with, that kind of understands where if I have a basketball game or if I have a football game or if I have a baseball game or whatever, like a athlete wise, they want you to be more supportive. If you had a bad game, they want you to, oh babe, it's okay. They want that ego to be stroked. They are not in it to say, man, I'm gonna call you back, bro. I ain't. No. They want a female to be around to kind of say, it's okay, baby, next time it's going to be okay, or it's going to be, even when it comes down to sales, because I've dated guys of 6 figures that has different categories where, let's say sales weren't where it was supposed to be for this pay period or this month. Mm-hmm. They want somebody to sit down and say, next month you got it. They want people to around them, just like women that have their friends that say niggas ain't shit. They want people to stroke their ego.
I don't think necessary. That's not necessary.
That's what guys of
And
that
that's
status.
Even if they did want it, oh well.
Yeah, like okay.
That's what men of that status want. So females, if you want a guy of a 6-figure status, y'all have to start stroking their ego.
No,
Trust
no,
me.
you don't have to. You don't have
Yes,
to
you
be.
do.
Because if you do too much, you're gonna come off like a scammer. So don't
No,
do too much.
not to say.
They should give him the respect that he's earned through his hard work. That's what they should do. Straight up, just give. If someone busts their ass to get to a certain point of their life, they should earn some type of respect. So a lot of that be the main issue when it comes to people that are couples that are up there or where they probably have issues. It's just people. It's like a struggle for like respect in the situation because it's like I've proven myself to this point. I have too.
Let me ask you a question because that goes down to this. If you are the one in a relationship that, let's say you're the high earner, you're the one who deserves disrespect, are you okay to just disrespect me when you feel and I should just deal with it?
No, I'm not okay with that. But it's a difference between having respect, earning respect, and being an asshole. You shouldn't be with an asshole just because he makes a lot of money. That's a different thing. But that's when accountability goes on a woman. That's when you're selling yourself short just for the money. That's why it's not just when it comes to that, this discussion that's going on so crazy about high value men, it's not just about how much money they make. It's about character as well and resources, all those things. That we so stuck on money because life we this rat race trying to make it out. Money is a huge big thing. That's where it starts at, but that's not where it ends. That's where it starts. That's where it begins. It's how much money you have. And that's from that point, character is a whole big thing. Because you may find someone who may be a 6-figure earner, but that may just be for that one damn year. And they may never reach that amount of money ever again because they haven't built the character. They
lost the job.
Hit the lottery for a little bit. They got lucky that year. They may have not built the character that created that person.
Did a little fraud.
Oh, they do got a 6-figure and they just assholes to you.
Yeah, straight dicky.
Because I know some females that talk to guys with 6 figures and they're married and they basically their guys is shit to them, like, but to keep that status and whatever the case is, they stay with them.
That's what they wanted. That's what they want to deal with. But the thing about it is, at least they are at that level. So if they do break up and get a divorce, at least they got married to a man in that status. So they have they put a price tag on themselves, the type of caliber woman she is, because she became someone's wife who was up there
making 6 figures.
So they don't have to stay. They now they know what it takes to be with a certain type of man like that. But but still don't sell yourself short. I mean, the thing about it is, like, most guys, if you are able to be married with a guy of that caliber, it's probably like all his homies and people of them, they probably want you too. That's probably the reason why he fucking married you. Because a lot of other men wanted you.
That's true.
We grew up knowing that shit. The most popular, most beautiful girl. That's the one.
And then what it comes to when you say,
And that's on who?
Can
Mary
men,
had a little lamb.
can men trust men?
Tell them.
That's what I said.
That's true. A man wants.
Because we know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because more than common, your best friend. That's why I don't feel like in relationships that's another conversation. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's the conversation for next week.
Yeah, that's
You're approaching 2 hours in on it.
Yeah, we good to go. We good to go.
That's gonna be a whole nother
and that's
hour.
all we have for tonight.
Yes.
Get your out.
All right.
Make sure, don't sell yourself short.
That's
message of the day.
All right, message of the day. Don't sell yourself short.
Don't let these women trying to tell you how to run shit, because they don't run a goddamn thing. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to Don't Cancel the Culture podcast. We stream every Wednesday. This is the Don't Cancel the Culture team. This your boy TK Money talking. You can follow me at TK_money on Instagram. Make sure you follow Don't Cancel the Culture, and we're going to keep it moving. Kaboom.
Yo.
Hey y'all, it's me, Lisa Lee. Don't forget to follow me at attractive_smiley. And you also can follow my business page at C_more_creations. And yeah, like he said, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and everything else that you can possibly do. Make sure that you do it on Don't Cancel the Culture, because guess what? You can never do that.
And it's your boy Mike, aka Controversial Mike. You can follow me on Instagram at MIC_LYFE, or my business page, Michael Seymour Designs. Make sure you do that. Follow all us and all that.
Do
that.
And it's your boy, I'm Stacy.
Because, I'm Stacy. You ain't been saying that. You been saying
Man, let my dog talk, man.
Because, you Stacy. Tell them.
I'm Stacy.
Exactly.
But yeah, you can follow me every single thing possible, man. Make sure you go ahead and do that. But this has been Don't Cancel the Culture.